Now, we are actually going to give out the Viewer's Choice Award. And I hope you guys have been voting. There have been a lot of changes happening in the last few minutes, apparently, online. So I don't know if you guys here have been voting or whether you have gotten your friends with internet access to vote. But the win is pretty interesting. And I have the results with me. But before I announce the winners, I will let you take one last look at the contenders for the Viewer's Choice for Best Speaker. Let's take a look at the video.
On the first level, they fulfill an economic one. They're supposed to make as much money as they can.
With populations increasing, we have to increase our car population.
If you really want to stimulate the Singapore economy, you have to understand. No, thank you, sir.
There is no such thing as a good tax.
The logic goes like this. We make people afraid of sovereign wealth funds, therefore we must suddenly disclose.
Our policy will help the masses better.
You only said that sovereign wealth funds are... No, sir. In terms of returns on information, no, sir.
The notion of class is something that is constantly in flux.
To find out the work, they need time, but bills must be paid and families must be fed.
The government's role in society, as all parties have agreed now, is to have a duty of care.
The opposition has told us that because they will lead us to a brighter future, because they will benefit the economy, and that's why their needs should take precedence, not the elderly.
Since global demand is going to suffer, how is it possible they create 250,000 sustainable jobs, ladies and gentlemen?
They cripple Singapore's ambitions and they threaten entrepreneurship.
How are you going to train this worker in 7 weeks to do the job of the previous worker?
The CPF funds they have for retirement are never enough for them to meet their healthcare needs.
There are a multitude of job opportunities available in Singapore.
A round of applause for all our contenders. As you can see, some of them made rather controversial statements. And before we give out the prizes, I would like to invite Ms. Tracy Swa, the news director for Razor TV, to give out the Razor TV Viewer's Choice Best Speaker Award. The winner is, and he pulled out on top at the very last minute, voted in by the best commenter, who was Missy0909. Missy0909, if you're in the audience, you have won yourself $150. But the best speaker viewer's choice was, otherwise known as GG, Glendon Go. You have a very pimping name, yeah? GG. And then he's nodding along the way. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the Viewer's Choice Best Speaker, Glendon Go. Congratulations, Glendon. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay. Now we are going to give out the winner for the pre-university award. Now, okay, let's say the person who voted. It's Long Kun. Long Kun, you've won for yourself $150. And you voted for the most popular pre-university best speaker, Sarah Yip. Congratulations, sir, and thank you, Tracy. A big round of applause for the best speakers. Okay. Meanwhile, our judges are tabulating the scores, and I'm sure all of you are eager to hear what they have to say. Okay, our judges have finished tabulating the scores, and we have our chief judge, Mr. Sam Miat-san.
Thank you very much. Minister and members of the August House, the judges had a great deal of difficulty deciding on some of the winners, especially for the last round, and so we apologize for having held you up. But we're very glad to see the level of debate and the level of engagement and the understanding that the youth, represented up here by the debaters, have shown towards these very complex and important issues. And we think that the movements towards a civic society demands that everything has to be discussed and examined, including topics we don't normally talk about, such as the budget, cash handouts, and banks. And we're very glad that the efforts by the Ministry of Finance have actually seen this movement as well. So I just want to talk a bit about the first debate and then the second one. On cash handouts and stimulating the economy, it was a very engaging debate, and what we really felt was that we had a great deal of attempts at engaging the individuals on a very heavy-handed topic as well. It could have been better if we had had better engagement between the speakers, taking more points of information from each other and also addressing the cases raised by the other side. But more importantly, on such a complex issue, we felt that there could have been better engagement with the audience, appealing to them and explaining to the poor judges down here who didn't understand what marginal utility is, right? And the use of humor, and to really make it approachable to everyone else, and that's what's really going to carry the day for you. Ultimately, the teams that took it on the basis of having stronger analysis on understanding how the cash handouts would have an impact on Singaporean consumers, the economy at large, as well as the ability to show how similar policies implemented around the world have either worked or not worked. And that sort of analysis really carried the day for us, understanding both the internal as well as the external trends. For the second debate, it was really, really close, right? It was very engaging. I think all of you were enjoying yourselves tremendously. However, we do have to recognize that all of them had a very specific role to play up here as well, and we wanted to see a greater emphasis on the specific role that they had to represent all the people that they had to do, and to also engage the other teams as well. Questions were being raised constantly by the teams, and the teams that were able to always balance the need to say what they want to say versus the need to answer and respond immediately to what the other teams have to say would always carry the day as well. And the issues that decided today, again, were the role the banks played in Singapore society and in the economy. Not just looking at a bank, but at Singaporean banks. Not just looking at a business, but Singaporean businesses and how this particular economy functions. And the teams that were able to try to predict how these banks were going to operate. Will there be a moral hazard? Well, what the impact on society will be in terms of whether the government might have to start nationalizing things and become the bank itself. So the teams that were able to better answer the questions today took today's debate as well. But ultimately, it was extremely heated argumentation, a small debate between the judges themselves. We thoroughly enjoyed ourselves, and we hope to see more events like this take place for our youth and for our society as well. For the results, we leave it to the Master of Ceremonies, and once again, we thank you.
Thank you, Sam. And I do have the results in my hands. I feel very important now. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. We have the results. Now, we have the secondary schools. Now, secondary schools, where are you? Hello? Secondary schools, where are you? Hands? Show of hands. Okay, you guys did very, very, very well. And I definitely want to commend all of you. I don't think I was that smart when I was your age. So you definitely have done yourselves, all of you, proud. And for your JC counterparts, it definitely was a very tough fight. It was actually very entertaining to watch. So good on you. Everybody give all our debaters a big round of applause. Very, very commendable effort. Now, before I announce the winners, I would like to invite our guest of honor, Minister for Finance, up on stage to present the trophies. Would you like to do the honors, sir? Oh.
Well, for the secondary school section, the winner was Raffles Institution. Oh, I read it in the wrong order. The runner-up was Hwa Chong Institution. Runners-up, Hwa Chong Institution.
So can we invite the runners-up, Hwa Chong Institution, up on stage, please? Boys, this way. So nervous to get your prize. Congratulations, boys. Our runners-up, Hwa Chong Institution. And of course, let's invite our winners for this year, Raffles Institution. Congratulations. Boys, would you like to stand closer to the minister so that you can get a proper shot? Okay. Congratulations, Raffles Institution. You guys did very well. And of course, we have the trophy to give away to them too. Yes. This is the school pride. So Raffles Institution, a big round of applause. Okay, and I have the much-awaited pre-university division, and I shall hand it. We'll do the runners-up first.
Runners-up, Anglo-Chinese School Independent.
Anglo-Chinese School, runners-up. Congratulations, boys.
The winners, Hwa Chong Institution.
Hwa Chong Institution does it again. Congratulations. And for School Pride, Hwa Chong Institution, the champions for the first ever inter-school budget debate finals. Congratulations. Congratulations to all our winners, and thank you, Minister. But we would like you to also give away some tokens of appreciation to some of our judging partners from Civil Service College as well as Debate Association of Singapore. First, I'd like to invite and thank Mr. Donald Low. Thank you, sir, for your time. And I would also like to thank Mr. Gaurav Kirti. And last but certainly not least, our Chief Judge, Mr. Sam Myat-san. Thank you so much. A big round of applause for our judges as well as the others who are from Ministry of Finance and sitting on the panel. Now, we would also like to thank our host, Raffles Institution, and welcome Principal Mrs. Lim Lai Cheng up on stage to receive the token of appreciation. Thank you, Mrs. Lim, and thank you, Minister. Thank you so much. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for our guest of honor. for our gracious hosts, and of course all our participants who did very, very well today. Now we would now like to invite our minister as well as our VIPs outside for refreshments. Thank you. Thank you very much for our live TV audience. We are here at Raffles Institution and we have our two champions for the first ever inter-school budget debate finals. Now, they were two very, very worthy contenders and I hope you enjoyed the debates as much as the people here did today. That's all for me, live from Raffles Institution, over and out. See ya.